let's get into Trump's ICE, okay? Because we got the ICE age and the Mastodon coming on with the birthright citizenship. And today I'm hearing it's going to be a rocket ship way into the Supreme Court. And this is kind of where Trump is maybe doing that other exaltation of the Lord. He's already got that exaltation of the Lord that I told you about in a little flip-flop way as the Doge, the E-God is coming in, being let off leash, as Lady Liberty is going to cinch the leash on the other one and pull him back. Oh, shit! Where are we? Well, you're in the belly of the beast, because he just told you when he went down to the pit, because the Abaddon of the Revelation 9:11 has the keys to the pit, and he waved around while the lion roared, and the lion is that Washington, the Patriots, the NASCAR. And the NASCAR is NASA. And the NASCAR with the two fake knuckleheads up in space. There's a big balloon to pop for the old birthday. And I'm telling you, it's on the West Coast. It was, 3 panel of judges, Ninth Circuit of Appeal, deck line. The deck is for the December, and from this kind of Romans December to the December of this year to the December of the Roman calendar, which would be February next year. So as all these things are kind of overlapping for the Christmas spirit, the 2025, and you've been given that ovulation, that ovulation for the serpent year, the semen, and this is all during the time of the dragon or snake new year of China, as it takes us from January to February that they celebrate this time frame. So we're kind of in that cusp that I've been telling you about. And then also for the Roman calendar on the January, February, we can transfer that to the 329 day of this year for the day 88 of the year. So this ICE thing connects us to Washington State, Seattle, and that's where the King Spirit and the COVID and all that stuff hit. So this is where it's giving birth in a way, and it's starting to tremble. All right, so as it trembles and gives birth, this is where we see that earthquake going up there, and those types of things. And then should see like some type of chain reaction maybe. I'm not going to get into that one, but the Ice Age and the birthright citizenship, the submarine in the water, the spies, them taking out the nuclear staff, going into Fort Knox, all these different things is all lining up for the Ice Age, the big free, the big freeze, the big easy, all these things going over and overlapping, okay? And this is where everything gets kind of frozen in a way till we kind of figure it out. And that fig is that spiritual stuff rising as that figure skater, that scatter and those types of things. But the figure skater and the helicopter, all these things are going in an overlay. And as we've been tracking these things since the 22-23 clock or whatever, and it's been overlaying to where the lake of fire has been broken open, and the flood water's been breaking open different way, and now we got the frozen flood waters were being shown in these areas as that Mr. Freeze came through and all this different stuff, dude. So this is like when the dam breaks and all those things I've been telling you that's coming. I've been shown something, and then I've had to figure out what I've been shown as we've been going through this thing I got into in my other video where everybody's being squeezed through the time, and I'm here working this whole cycle of all these things, the Holy Spirit, the Word, the Father, all these things being shown, cycling through to make the 3 in 1, okay? And we come through that day 1 already, and we're here. And the belly of the beast has been shown as the Abaddon has been given the keys to the pit, and the lion has roared, and the Doge, and the Egod. All these things are coming as the lion is within y'all, and the dog is there to round you up, and the wolf, the master wolf is there, the dark wolf, all that on one side, and it's all there on another side. It's all overlapping. Okay? So this is kind of where you have that everything app, or the Eve ray thing. And that Eve, that ray of light, the tree to the God, knowledge, good and evil, to make you as God. And we're all the living God. We're all the bodies and members of this living God, where God lives inside of each and every one of us. So as He's this light inside of all of us, okay? This is where He's gathering the nation, and He's their light. He's their light. So as He's their light, going to come into this one time. But the time it's all going to be bright and shining until the final time. And this will be like in 2028, 2029. The 83 time frame when Trump's 83, after the 82s line up in the 2028 for the 48 on the 48 and all those kinds of things. And then Israel would be 80-ish or whatever around that time frame. There'll be 77 this year, which connects you to the King Spirit. But either way, that would be the time where they look back and they go, "Oh shit." Okay. So, and that's also for and basically the way I see it is Trump or Elon or both or whatever coming in to do what they need to do real quick. They're going to be taken out in some way, shape, or form for 2.5, 3 years or whatever, and then they're going to be coming back. Okay? And this is like where that light would be kind of darkened totally, and then dawn comes up out of the 3 days of the tomb or whatever, and they're like, "Oh shit," that kind of thing as well. So, oh shit, what did we do? We killed all of our brothers and sisters. And yeah, that would be the illegals, because America is a refuge for and a home for all these things. Or the United States of America, I should say. The United States of America. Okay? So America, the land of the plumed serpent. The serpent has to go through the gates of hell. And as it goes through the gates of hell, it gets squeezed, the fire, you have to go through all that, it's a burning cave. And then you have to come out on the other side. And that's what people are going to have to do as far as spiritually in a carnal overlay. Okay? So this is where the right hand has been formed by the left. So, and then they use the mirror to make it right again for you. So it's just it's kind of just a effed up nation that's going to be gathered, and as it's gathered, it opens up the new heaven and earth, and this is where the new heaven and earth sees the colors of the old, and this is where your light just starts shining more angrily or bright or dimmer or whatever, because what you're being shown is that you are in end times, and the things that you've heard and taught and programmed are a lie, and you're going to chase after that lie no matter what. And this is where the people don't want to hear the so-called Jesus or the truth or these things that's coming to our world to change our world, to take us into a new time. And you can accept the lie and follow the lie if you want. And that's that old brainwashing, and there's going to be a new brainwash, because you have to have a program to break a program. And since we've been given the window into heaven and the source of intelligence to go out and gather, and we can gather in all kinds of lights. We can go down the health spectrum. We go down the I'm having all these brain farts now. You can go down whatever spectrum you want to go down. Science, quantum physics, history, English, religions, whatever. Okay. I didn't have my kids till 36, and partially it was because, well, I know I'm going to be going into end times. I know supposedly Jesus is coming back. We're going to be raptured out of here, and I don't want my kids to grow up to be beastmen and all these other things. Okay? And eventually got to a point in time where I knew end times was going on, but it wasn't going on the way the church taught me. Okay? So then, eventually, I had kids and got married and all these other things, and since then I know what I know now, that my kids aren't going to be a so-called beast man. Okay? But I also understand that as we're going forward into this push for a birth, that the beast man, the literal fucking monkey man, who's had all their lights taken out with the RNA and DNA and all these things, who's in a dark place, they're actually the beast man, or the ones who can't use technology and can't use the phone, and every time they see it, it pisses them off, and all this other thing, because they're letting this fucking goofball show control them, and they're letting you know it's a goofball show, and all this other stuff. Okay? So, it's just a work to get you down there, and you're being made into a new third temple. Okay? And the American ice, all this works in an overlay. Okay? So as your pipes and all this stuff breaks with the ice age, this is where you got to come back in. You got to tear out your old house. You got to lay down a new foundation. You got to go and pick out the curtains you like. You got to go and pick out the flooring you like. You got to go pick out the however deep the water's got in your house, because it tells you that the mountains are covered. And this flood covers the mountains. Well, the mountains are spiritual mountains inside of you, and that's your head. And the 10th mountain is the pineal inside here, and 9, 8, and all those things, but world 7 and below, inhale, exhale. All right, but you're going in, you're getting the flood waters. All right, and that T-herd, the third, this is where he's coming in, that man from Snowy River, and all these dudes, the cowboys are coming in, and they're getting their horses and cattle out of the river. That's mine, that's mine, that's mine, that's a branded. So this is where you just don't eat any one brand. You eat all the brands. Alright? And you don't always buy just what's on sale. Because on sale is sometimes what they want you to get, but sometimes they mix it in with whatever. That's where you got to read the back. You got to read the back on the package. For ye have not read. You have not read the scrolls. Just like it tells you in the inserts. Causes this, 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 this. Causes effects. They say it's side effects. Well, that's so you can pick a side. But it's telling you a side like, don't do it. That's the side you need to do because it's effects. And once you get the effects, you got to come see me for life. And now we got these lifers going in for life. I'm having this brain issue. I just seem to be dwelling on the past. And I'm sad. Well, it's because you keep going to your therapy session, so-called, at church, and you keep talking about the past is one problem. Or you keep watching these Hallmark shows that keep showing you this fake whatever, and you keep comparing yourself to this woman you don't even know, that you're never going to be like because of fucking Hollywood, and you can't separate the two. Huh. Oh, man. It's the extras are gonna be great when they're called action.